Hey, it's Sam and Diana here with Toronto Platinum Realty with Seller Secrets number 18. So today's episode, we're going to talk to you about what buyers can really afford. Can the buyer who buys your house, can they really end up closing? Can they end up paying for it? Can they afford it? Or are they gonna surprise you on the day of closing and tell you that they can't afford your house, or ask for extensions and cost you all kind of nonsense, hassle, and disaster?
This is huge, and this is overlooked quite often because people are blinded by the purchase price. And this is really important to understand when you're selling your house to
So
a
how
buyer.
can the sellers out there avoid this kind of nightmare?
So there's a variety of things that you need to look for when you're selling your home. So you need to make sure that the buyer who's purchasing your home is qualified, because the last thing you want is to think you've sold your home and then to go purchase another property, and then closing date comes, or close to closing date comes, and guess what? The buyer can't buy your house. Or worse, they've bought your house and they back out because they can't get finance. So this is what happens when a buyer, or this is what you want to look for on an offer when you're selling your house. So the first thing to look for is a condition of finance. So they can either have a condition of finance or not have a condition of finance. When they don't have a condition, they're basically saying to you, I've been approved by the bank and I'm comfortable in purchasing this property for this amount.
It's like buying the house off you with a suitcase of money and
Yeah.
just giving you the money that day.
Exactly. But that's not the only thing, because somebody may take off their finance condition, but they have an extremely low deposit. And this is a huge red flag, and I've seen this before, and I had to question this.
So what is the standard amount of
So-
deposit when they have to put initially?
The standard, there is no rule, but the standard is usually around 5%.
Around
okay?
5%.
Around 5%. The more, the better. So if you're a buyer that's like looking to purchase a property in a hot market, maybe you want to increase your deposit to strengthen your offer. But if the deposit on like $1 million house is $10,000, that's questionable.
Right.
You and your agent need to question that. Why? If this person's already approved, why do they have such a low deposit? Where's the rest of their money? Are they going to be able to
Right.
close this property? But the worst is having a low deposit and a condition of finance, because even if they're giving you a high price on the home, it doesn't matter. Anybody
No.
can pull a number out of a hat when they haven't even been approved, and they can really back out of the deal at any time if their bank just says no. And with a really low deposit, that's a good chance.
Question low deposits if you're a seller. Question lengthy financing conditions. If they want 5 days is basically the status quo, and if you want less, maybe give them 3 days. If they're trying to tell you that, oh, we're okay with financing, we just need to do this and that, say okay, then make it 3 days or 2 days.
Yeah.
So at least this way you're not hanging and waiting for these buyers while other buyers can pass
Because
by.
if you're in a heated market, Sam, 5 days, 5 business days can be pretty lengthy. You've kind
Right.
of lost like all the potential buyers, and as the days on market increase on the listing, the less kind of appealing it becomes, right?
Absolutely.
So this is really, really right off the bat. You need to find out from your agent who this buyer is. Are they financially capable? Are they pre-approved? And
We've seen situations where it was one of the other agents who was involved. They couldn't close, and unfortunately, what happens for the families involved, it becomes a chain reaction of lawsuits and disasters and penalties and just it's an ugly situation. And you can avoid that by just following these simple guidelines, or having your agent make sure they educate you on these things. So if you like these videos, comment below, subscribe, or set up the notification so you get more of these sent to you.
thanks for watching.